What if you could unlock the secrets of clear thinking and sound reasoning in just a few hours? What if logic, analysis, and problem solving could become second nature to you, helping you navigate life's most complex decisions? Have you ever wondered why some people seem to effortlessly dissect arguments, spot flaws, and arrive at better conclusions, while others struggle? Welcome to the Little Blue Reasoning Book, a treasure trove of wisdom that holds the keys to sharpening your mind and transforming the way you think. Are you ready to discover the art of reasoning, one elegant principle at a time? The mission of reasoning. The Little Blue Book of Reasoning is a practical guide designed to help readers master the fundamentals of logical and critical thinking. At its core, the book sets out to answer a deceptively simple question. What does it mean to reason well? Whether you're a student, a professional, or just someone who wants to sharpen your mind, the book lays out the essential tools and concepts that underpin sound reasoning in everyday life. The architecture of arguments. Reasoning fundamentally involves building, analyzing, and evaluating arguments. But what is an argument in this context? The book clarifies that an argument isn't a quarrel. It's a set of statements where some are offered as reasons, premises, to support another statement, the conclusion. This distinction is vital. Understanding what counts as an argument is the first step toward thinking more logically. Deductive versus inductive reasoning. The book introduces two primary kinds of reasoning. Deductive reasoning. Here, the conclusion necessarily follows from the premises. If all the premises are true, the conclusion must be true. For example, all humans are mortal. Socrates is a human. Therefore, Socrates is mortal. Inductive reasoning. The conclusion is likely but not guaranteed based on the premises. Induction deals with probability rather than certainty. For instance, the sun has risen every day in recorded history. Therefore, the sun will rise tomorrow. Recognizing which type of reasoning is at play helps you evaluate arguments more accurately. The anatomy of a good argument. What separates a strong argument from a weak one? The book breaks it down. Validity. In deductive arguments, validity means that if the premises are true, the conclusion cannot be false. Soundness. A valid argument with true premises. Cogency. For inductive arguments, cogency is the equivalent of soundness. The premises are true and the argument is strong. But reasoning isn't only about formal logic. Good arguments are clear, relevant, and free from fallacies. Errors in reasoning that can derail even the most well-intentioned discussion. Spotting fallacies, the enemies of reason. The book offers a tour through common logical fallacies, mistakes that undermine the strength of arguments. Here are a few major types. Ad hominem, attacking the person instead of the argument. Straw man, misrepresenting someone's argument to make it easier to attack. False dilemma, presenting only two options when more exist. Appeal to authority, relying on the opinion of someone deemed an authority instead of evidence. Slippery slope, arguing that a small step will inevitably lead to a chain of negative events. By teaching how to spot these and other fallacies, the book empowers readers to safeguard themselves against poor reasoning, whether it comes from others or from their own biases. The power of language. Language shapes how we think and argue. The book emphasizes the importance of clarity and precision in language. Ambiguous or emotionally charged words can cloud reasoning and mislead audiences. Learning to define terms, avoid vagueness, and clarify meaning is a key tool in the reasoner's toolkit. The art of persuasion. Reasoning isn't just about being right. It's also about being persuasive. The book explores rhetorical techniques and the psychology of persuasion. It shows how arguments can be tailored to different audiences, how to present evidence effectively, and how to anticipate and address counter-arguments. But persuasion must rest on a foundation of sound reasoning. Otherwise, it risks becoming mere manipulation. Thinking critically. Critical thinking is the discipline of actively and skillfully analyzing, synthesizing, and evaluating information. The book encourages readers to ask probing questions, seek evidence, not just opinions, distinguish between facts, beliefs, and assumptions, recognize cognitive biases such as confirmation bias, favoring information that confirms our preconceptions. By fostering a habit of curiosity and skepticism, the book trains readers to become more independent thinkers. Reasoning in everyday life. The value of good reasoning extends far beyond academic debates. The book illustrates how reasoning skills apply to decision-making, weighing pros and cons, considering risks, and making rational choices in personal and professional life. Media literacy, analyzing news stories, advertisements, and political claims for bias and fallacies. Moral reasoning, navigating ethical dilemmas by clarifying values and weighing consequences. Practical tools and exercises. The book doesn't just teach theory, it's packed with practical exercises and examples that challenge readers to apply what they've learned. It asks readers to dissect arguments, identify fallacies, and construct their own sound arguments. There are tips for effective note-taking, argument mapping, visually representing arguments, and self-assessment questions to reinforce learning. Reasoning as a lifelong journey. Ultimately, the book frames reasoning as a lifelong pursuit. No one becomes a perfect reasoner overnight. Instead, it's a process of continual learning, reflection, and self-improvement. The goal isn't to win arguments, but to seek truth and understanding. By demystifying logic, clarifying the structure of arguments, exposing common fallacies, and offering practical tools, the Little Blue Book of Reasoning invites readers to become more thoughtful, persuasive, and open-minded thinkers. So after flipping through the pages of the Little Blue Book of Reasoning, are you ready to challenge your own assumptions and see the world through sharper eyes? Will you spot the next logical fallacy in a debate or craft arguments that stand up to scrutiny? What new insights will you bring to the conversations that matter most in your life? If you could change the way you think, wouldn't you want to start today? Join us next time on BitBooks, where every chapter turns a question into a quest for understanding. Are you ready to turn the page?